Okay, another one of these videos. There's two things that for some reason I want to talk about. I'm gonna talk about one of them that I think is pretty simple. At least it's simple in my mind or whatever. I think it is in other people's too. I'll talk about that, and then I'll talk about something that I don't know, maybe is a little bit more complex, but it's more ridiculous than complex. But the amount of time that you can talk about the way that it uh, you know organizes society or whatever. I don't know. I guess that is complex. So getting to the first thing, um, is so you have a thing I saw on RT with Lee Camp where they throw a bucket of water on him, and I think that can refer to two things potentially. I don't see what else it can refer to. I'm not exactly yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna name those things. So I'm thinking it has to do with how the house was built and how it's what its structure looks like or whatever in regards to like somebody's living in there, and like let's say the roof leaks, and then somebody goes, oh, I'm gonna this is ridiculous, so like why is the roof leaking or whatever it is, and then maybe it has to do with a pipe that I've been working on, in a water pipe in the basement or whatever. So like they throw a bucket of water on him and he's like all wet, and he's like, and like yeah, I think it's a good idea to go to a commercial break. Yeah, I don't think it is. Okay, because I think that maybe you'd want to get off like any sort of weird roller coaster or whatever that exists in society. Like having somebody that you can't tell you can't get off of it or whatever. I think is a or whatever the fuck is going on. Like is a ridiculous thing. If you have to ask me, it's a lot more ridiculous than And I think I'm about to prove my point after I stop talking about this. Um, I mean, so getting to the roof, dude, I got news for you. I'm not the one who designed the house. You guys are. I got that house out of a Lowe's house building book or whatever, and I bought it off like some company or whatever in like where some other part of the United States, and then some guy where I live, he like did a little bit of updating in regards to the structure of the house or whatever, something that the town wanted done. Like he wanted it updated from 2x4s to 2x6s and like one other thing, but pretty much like 95% of the house remained the same structure. So, dude, I got news for you. If you don't like the house, that's on you. I didn't design the house. You did. Okay? You designed the house, and you'd be like, you're the one who picked it out. Yeah, but here's the thing. You're still the one who designed the house. Not me. You. So I got news for you. If you don't like the house, that's on you. If you don't like the design or the structure of the house, that's on you. It's not on me. Okay? As for the fucking pipe in the basement that goes out to the hose or whatever, the spigot or whatever, dude, I got news for you. I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I clamped that to the meat of the PEX plumbing or whatever, dude. That shit is on the metal. It's on the metal. So for some reason, if that shit is leaking, dude, I don't know what the hell is going on with that. I wasn't even sideways on that shit either. Okay, I clamped that shit straight on. Okay, straight on, and it's on the meat or whatever. Okay, so like I'm saying, dude, I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not done with the house yet. Okay, so I'm gonna try to fix that before I sell the house, obviously, or whatever. Cause like, why would you sell a house to somebody where you got leaking pipes? That's kind of fucked up or whatever. But so I mean, dude, and also, you want to know something? This is my first new house. I mean, I understand that I worked on these other shitty, fucking old, like, fucking, like, Devil's Advocate, fucking, like, Vatican scroll fucking houses before, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, this is my first brand new house, so you know, you have to take, dude. There's this guy I listen to. I'm not gonna name who he is, but he said like part of like life is just trying at life, and then like you progress from, you know, just getting out of bed in the morning or whatever. That's like the biggest part of, you know, doing whatever it is you're doing. Like if you screw up or whatever, you know, you'll get it better on the next time around or whatever. Like and also, I gotta be honest with you, man, building this fucking house in regards to the money issue that I don't think any of you fucking assholes maybe have to deal with like I do. This shit is like being shot out of a fucking gun. Okay? There isn't any time, dude, just the layout of the fucking house, okay, is, I regret that or whatever, and there's not really any changing that in regards to like how it needed to, the time schedule or whatever that it needed to take place in. So there was like no time to think about anything, like whether or not there was a 3-foot gap in like something in order for something like water to drain, or like how big the layout is or whatever, or how it's laid out or whatever. There was no time to, dude, there was no time to think about that. It was just like the initial way that it looked in the book is good. It's like, okay, all systems go, whatever you want to say. It's basically how that shit happened. Okay? There was no thinking about it or whatever. Not for like, you know, a few years or whatever the fuck it is. Any of you other people, however you think about doing stuff like that. Okay, well, I think I covered that pretty good. So I'm gonna move on to the crazier part of this video, and so that's the idea, and I'm pretty sure that I'm right about this, is that you think that I'm God. Do you want to know something? Dude, I would like my videos to gain more views. The fact, I got news to you, the fact that climate change Nazis has only gotten 3 views, dude, I got news for you. You guys are fucking assholes, because I can almost guarantee, okay, that it's supposed to get more views than 3 fucking views, okay, based on some kind of thing that somebody is looking for. Dude, you're telling me that there's nobody else, there's not a single soul that has clicked on that video? Bullshit, okay? But anyways, getting to the pizza party, whatever the fuck this weird shit is, okay? And I'll tell you this shit right now. What I'm about to say to you, dude, this shit is fucking weird, okay? It's weird. It's really weird, okay? You might be like, why is it so weird? Dude, you know, I think you can understand why this shit is weird, okay? Like, it's not, dude, it's not like a secret or whatever, dude. This, like, think about, dude, just think about whether or not the Chinese have shut down the United States is, it's anybody's guess, okay? But let's say we're going back to like the fucking Colosseum days or whatever the fuck it is, and like whatever the emperor says is supposed to be happening, like that's like that, what he says goes, okay? Or just, you want to know something? Let's look at it as some sort of weird idea that if you're all alone in the world or whatever, that you might get hypnotized into the idea that God can help you with your fucking problems. Dude, think about this. Dude, if you're going to have an empty vessel, right? And you're going to put something in that vessel, whatever the fuck it is, right? And it's going to start to bring about the attributes of whatever created the universe, right? Dude, think about it. If it starts to bring on those attributes, right, you might start to notice something weird about that person, right? Like he can fucking hover above the ground, or like if you take a gun and you place it to his head and you pull the trigger, right? Even though the bullet might pass through his head, for some reason there's like no blood that comes out of his head, or like blood or brains or some shit. You might notice something, like based on the way that you think about God and the way that like just shit is or whatever, like you might notice something supernatural about that individual, right? But if nothing supernatural exists about that individual, okay, if it's just a fucking regular old guy and whatever you do to him, he dies, okay, right? Dude, this idea is completely fucking nuts, okay? That gets into like the hypnotism of this weird idea, okay? And I'll tell you this shit right now. I've thought about this shit a lot, and I gotta be honest with you. I think the only way that this works or whatever, the way that you want it to work or whatever, is that if you can successfully, as far as I'm concerned, if you can successfully have somebody think that God is real, okay? If they don't believe that, if they think that it's just some shit that somebody made up in order to be as evil as they want to be, whatever you want to say, and tell people that there's an afterlife, and you get the idea, right? And that they're going to go to heaven after they suffer here on earth, sort of a thing, right? Then whatever, like then like that's just something that some asshole created or whatever, so he could tell people like, you know, you don't deserve money or whatever like I do. I'm the one who's in charge of everything. You're my slave. Okay? So there's that and whatever. So but like the way that I think this has to work, well, dude, even with the second thing I'm about to say to you, it still doesn't work. Okay? So there's definitely like an absolute here that like you might not want to exist, but in regard, the fact of the matter is that it still does. Dude, even if I haven't taken action on some of the things that I believe in, it's only because if I do, you're gonna put me in jail. Okay? So think about it, dude. Like I'm pretty sure you'd put me in jail. Okay? So getting to the other idea, right? There's this idea that if I don't represent evil, which you represent evil, right? There's this natural idea that I have to represent the opposite of whatever you represent, okay? So that's the other idea, Okay? So, here's the thing. I can be just as evil as you. Dude, I got news for you. I don't want any of you to succeed or whatever in what you're doing. So you want to know something? You can be like, oh, he's the opposite. He's good. We're evil. He's good. Right? Some kind of bullshit like that, okay? Dude, I got news for you. First and foremost, this is the most important thing to realize, okay? If you're including all people into your evil hell fucking scape or whatever, this idea of God in hell or whatever, okay? Dude, I got news for you. If you include Polish people and blacks and all kinds of fucking other people that don't give a shit or whatever, or maybe some of them do, but some of them don't, okay? This idea that everybody's included like it's fucking Woodstock or some shit, I got news for you. There's nothing evil about that, okay? There needs to be a lot more people excluded from this in order for it to be truly evil. That's just my viewpoint or whatever, right? Dude, think about it. You need to, dude, if you've changed it from what it was in the beginning to like some kind of ridiculous thing where like everyone's included in this fucking idea, dude, I got news for you. The idea doesn't make any sense anymore. Okay? So whenever you started doing that shit or whatever, whenever it was, and maybe if these media, this shit in the media, it's all bullshit, maybe this is just for me, which is God or whatever, is that's basically what the fuck you're doing, then I got news to you. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, and there's other philosophical ideas here of why this might not make any sense. Is the idea that the only reason why I'm not doing anything wrong, right, is that I don't want to go to jail. It has nothing to do with me either being good or evil or whatever. It has to do with laws that you enacted or whatever. So you know what that means? Dude, that means that you're good. So the laws that you put into place, right? You go, I represent evil. Like it's like Al Pacino or fucking or Cuomo or whatever, Andy Cuomo. Like I am Satan or whatever, and this is my kingdom, sort of a thing. Dude, I got news to you. The fact that you have those laws in place, okay, philosophically negates whatever the fuck kind of weird, like if you are thinking I am the embodiment of evil, okay, dude, think about it. Having the laws that make it where people remain safe and intact or whatever, dude, that makes you good, okay, philosophically or whatever. So you want to know something? There's a lot of weird philosophical arguments that you can apply to this or whatever that have it where it doesn't make any sense. And do you want to know something else, dude? Just because something's happening in the meantime doesn't mean that it can't happen later, sort of a thing, right? There's this constant this whatever, dude. Like it is what it is or whatever. But you want to know something, dude? Like, if you're somehow structuring society in this manner, and this is the type of shit that people care about, dude, I gotta be honest with you, like, it's fucking absolutely ridiculous. Dude, think about, do you want to know something? One thing I know that my father doesn't realize is how much people think about this shit and how much they care about it, okay? Dude, I got something in just the recent past before I started making this video. There's this kid, he has like a big fan like motor on his back, and he uses like a parachute to like, you know, go up into the sky or whatever the fuck it is, and he flies around or whatever, and he has like the devil horns or whatever that you use. He's going to a pizzeria or whatever, and he has got the devil horns out So you want to know something, dude? This is totally, dude. I think that the way this idea probably works, right? The way that it has to work is it's not some sort of, well, dude, like I said, dude, like it can work all different kinds of ways. The fact remains is that it seems to me like there's nothing absolute in society or whatever, or in conscious in existence or whatever. Okay, but dude, I'm pretty sure that the way it probably has to function is the idea, because I'm all alone, right? Like I am that vessel or whatever the fuck it is, right? And you pour the creative force of the universe into my body or whatever, right? And that makes me God or whatever. And then if you kill God, it's like you killed God or whatever, right? That's basically I don't see how this idea functions. Dude, think about it. You want to know something? When you think, okay, about how fucking crazy that is, dude, think about the people who potentially believe in that fucking idea, okay? Because, dude, think about it. They realize that, like, they were thinking about something, right? And they go, if somebody's all alone, they're gonna maybe this idea existed before religion. Like, it's an idea that they thought about or whatever, right? Like, that somebody always wants somebody. They don't want to be lonely. It's like some idea of like loneliness or whatever the fuck, right? And they go, oh yeah, they're gonna think, and especially if we tell them that something like that potentially exists, then they're gonna turn to it or whatever the fuck, right? And they're gonna believe in that shit, okay? But you want to know something, dude? Obviously, what I just thought about or whatever in my head that I didn't think about before this video that I want to talk about is the idea that what is that about like some kind of morals in society. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you, the way I look at the world for a while now is I look at it as like some sort of tit for tat sort of situation. I don't really view the world in like a I mean, the only thing that keeps me moral is some kind of law that exists in society that says if you do something, you go to jail. Okay? Besides that, dude, if I lived in like the Old West or some shit, I might do some shit that is not in the interests of like other people or whatever. That's just me. Whether you're talking about, you know, maybe doing whatever I have to do to make me in the green or whatever, and then somebody else like I don't know. That's just me. But what is that, in the black? I think I fucked that up. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the not in the black, in the whatever. I think you get I can't remember exactly what they were saying, but because what is it? Getting to this. Do I want to talk about that? I don't know. I think I might end this video, but maybe I could talk about, I'm not exactly, dude, I'm blending so many different things together right now. I'm not exactly sure where I am in regards to like a coherent idea. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll just keep it going, and then I'll end later or whatever. But you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't. Well, maybe I will, but this video is going off the rails. Dude, the most important thing to realize is that the idea, okay, that somebody, if somebody believes in God, okay, that person potentially becomes God on Earth. Okay, dude, I gotta be honest with you. if you believe, or maybe they're God by default, because if everyone else is evil, that they represent goodness or whatever, right? Because they're striving for some sort of moral existence or whatever, that doesn't exist or whatever, because they exist in this like moralist world or whatever, that everyone else is moral or whatever, but they're moral with each other or whatever. Dude, see, that's the thing. You want to know something? Dude, if you're not doing evil, like if everyone is in some sort of weird like Woodstock hell or whatever, that's not evil. Dude, in order to truly be evil, if you think about it, you have to do evil to somebody besides me. Okay? That's what truly makes you evil. And I'm talking about across the board. I'm talking about a real wild card. Okay? Somebody that you can't even tell what their next move is. Like, it's like they're like a rabid Wolverine. Okay? I got news for you. If you have to ask me, you can label that person. So if you have some, dude, let's say you have some kind of weird Robert De Niro fucking, or like, maybe not Robert De Niro, but, like Al Pacino, like the Devil's Advocate shit, where he's like a rabid Wolverine, okay? That's evil, okay? That is the definition of what is evil. He kills black people, he kills Chinese people, he kills, like, it's just like at the flip of a switch or a drop of a hat, okay? He just kills somebody for no fucking reason, okay? You can be like, that guy is the embodiment of the devil, okay? Truly, okay? If he just includes everyone into this existence or whatever, like the idea, the ridiculous fucking idea of God and hell, and I'm God and everyone else is evil, dude, I got news for you. You can think about that shit. Well, first of all, dude, think about how fucking crazy that idea is. Okay? Dude, you think about how you could be spending your time or whatever, right? You'd be like, I think that this shit would be fucking stupid. Dude, you want to know something? Dude, for some reason, like, because I'm alive, and I'm conscious, the one thing that I realize, okay, that maybe none of you realize, or because you want to be, you think that you want to be evil or whatever, right? Dude, think about this too. I'm watching a Taco Bell commercial. This is like, what is this, like a month ago? And I was, in regards to like true evil, like I'm talking about, right? Like people, everyone killing each other or whatever, right? And like the true nature of what is evil, right? Not some shit like this one guy is God or whatever, and that everybody else are devils or whatever. Dude, so what is it? Dude, I said something to, I think you made I'm pretty sure you made a Taco Bell commercial just about what I'm about to say to you. Me and my father, we ran the numbers on that shit, right? And we came to the conclusion that eventually, right, I can't remember what the time frame was or whatever in regards to how long it would take or whatever, but the main focus that you need to be focusing on, that's the most important thing, right, is that eventually there'd be nobody left, right? And I think that like everybody would be dead, and like if everyone killed another person, sort of a thing, right? Let me think about that for a second. Yeah, at a certain point, I can't. I'll do an update on the video, but like maybe in like like a year or something, like everybody would be dead. Seriously, or practically everybody. Like it would have or whatever, and then it would have again or whatever, and then it would have again. It's like the Bitcoin halving or whatever, right? It's like that. It's the same concept or whatever, right? And it would just basically dwindle down to zero, where there's just like I suppose like one guy left, right? But you realize that back like a long time ago, like some stupid lunatic fucking black guy or some shit, and you're like, no, the way that this makes sense or whatever, right? The way that we're going to organize society and what people should exclusively care about and not care about any other idea, okay, is this one guy right here, okay, whether he believes it or not, he's God, and everyone else is evil. Do you want to know something? Dude, I gotta be completely honest with you. This idea is fucking stupid, okay? And all the people in the world that believe it, I got news for you. You're fucking idiots. You'd be like, how do you spend your time? Dude, I don't know. You spend it some other fucking way. And I guarantee, just like how things open up for me on Saturday and Sunday, that I can make these videos and have them make some sort of coherent sense or whatever the fuck you want to say, I'm pretty sure your whole week will open up for you. New things will emerge. Life will get better. Just everything will just spring to life. Believe it or not, okay? Like, things will just emerge, okay? Instead of you having to worry about something, I got news for you. That doesn't fucking matter. Because it's a stupid fucking idea that makes no sense.